I just try to record this video, but then someone calls me right in the middle of it, and I just get completely distracted. So I'll just start over. So I know you might be thinking, why are you making this video on the channel that you make, Road to like YouTuber videos? And that's because, you know, I just mind like getting my thoughts out, because like today I was just at the gym, and I got this thought while I was listening to this song, and I couldn't get it out of my head. Like whatever I tried, you know, I kept like, I thought about it, and you know, I was like, oh yeah, I understand. So I thought I'd just come here and share it with you. And basically what it is something that I don't think a lot of people in the self-improvement space are talking about. Even Hamza, who's made like hundreds of videos. But when you get onto self-improvement, at least for most guys, in my experience as well, you're like quite introverted, socially awkward. You're not gonna like go up to random people, start talking to them. If you got into like a new school, you wouldn't get friends that easily. And yeah, I was in the same position, and all these people, they talk about, oh, you know, you gotta challenge yourself socially, and then you get friends and become way better life. And that is very true. But I think that people don't really talk about the stage past that, because I remember last year in Denmark, after you pass 9th grade, you're officially done. Like you don't need to go more to school. That's the only like required school that you need. But you know, obviously pretty much nobody like stops there. So I went to 10th grade just because before I went to college or high school or whatever it's called, I wanted to get like another year in to just like be more mature. And in this year, probably the year that I developed myself most, you know, grew the channel a lot, became a better person, started training in the gym, all this stuff, right? And so when I started that year in school, when I just like started at the start of the school year, I was still that guy, you know, who wouldn't really talk to people, and it took me a lot of time to get friends, you know. I wasn't like the guy who would just instantly have like the social skills. And so you can probably imagine how that felt. But from that start, I'd always had the goal that I wanted to build the YouTube channel, and I had slowly like started to make videos on stuff. And so that was pretty much like my bigger goal. Of course, it was also a goal of mine to become more social, but I guess it was kind of like a cope that I said it wasn't a big goal. But whatever, you know, the year goes on, 6 months pass, we're about to like head out of school, all the exams come, and this is when I really like, I start to like get social, get out with people, you know, talk to new people, all this stuff, right? And I feel like I've developed. And so when I start this year in college or high school, again, I don't know what to call it, I'm actually like better at speaking to new people. The new people in my class, I'm just easily like speaking to them. Or I knew a fair bit of people, so I had an easier time. But you know, my social skills were just better. I wasn't as afraid of talking to new people, and I had developed all of this like last summer, where in my 10th grade year. And so before that, I would never get invited out to shit. Like I would never get invited to the party, nothing. And therefore it was easier like for me to focus on my goal, because you know, I'd sometimes just hang out with a few of my friends that I had for a long time, but other than that, I was just, you know, at home going to the gym stuff. It was easy for me to focus because I didn't even have the opportunity. But suddenly, what happens is, summer comes around, loads of parties, loads of social arrangements, and I'm not at home as much. I'm being more social, I'm going out more. And this was like very good because I developed my social skills, but suddenly I'm not grinding as hard. Suddenly I'm not working as hard on the goal that I actually like care about, because this was like my goal before I even started to build that social confidence. Suddenly it's harder to come back into the routine, because you go out on a Friday night, you get kind of drunk, you're like feeling a bit shit on Saturday, you sleep in, you feel a bit weird in your head, you're groggy, you're not going to the gym that day, then the whole weekend is gone. And my like the weekdays, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they're like very busy because I have school, then I have work, then I go to the gym, and I wake up at 5 a.m. to get like the work on my business done. Very packed. Like I almost don't even have time to live, bro. Like I'm so like locked in those days. And so I need the weekend to get like more stuff done, right? And also to like kind of, you know, you can't be in that gear all the time, stressing me sometimes. But then when you're doing the partying, the social stuff, then you don't have time to do all this. then you don't get home and get the work done and get more work done and get like learning and all this. And so I slowed down in my rate of progress towards my goals. And one thing I realized this year when I started college was it is such a big desire and such a big goal for me to actually, build this YouTube channel, build the business, that sometimes you need to sacrifice being social with people, because you get to a point where it's not new anymore. Like, it is still fun, and it seems like fun that's not going to hurt you. Like, if you don't drink, just go out on a Friday with your friends and, you're just there, having fun. It seems like it does no harm because, it's healthy to be with your friends. But when your bigger goal is to work, then it does harm. Like, literally, I'm not even trolling. This is like an example from this week. I was invited to go out to eat somewhere, and I wasn't, going to drink because, I don't do that really anymore. But I was invited to go out to eat on a Friday, and then I'm like, instantly when I get the invite, I'm feeling like kind of weird, I have a bad stomach feeling, like, my brain just instantly wants to say yes, because usually you just say yes to invites. But when I think about it, it's like, if I do that, then I'm going to have to stay there for a long time on Friday, I can't just come there, eat and be there like for 2 or 3 hours. I have to stay there like the whole night. Then I get late to bed, then I wake up late, and I won't be as productive. Then I can't get my morning work done. Then I'll not have as much time on the Saturday, and then I'll need to do all the shit on Sunday where I also have to do something. You see, when you think about it like this, sometimes you have to sacrifice being with your friends. Like, it seems so psychopathic, and so I feel weird saying it. Like, I feel kind of like disgusted by myself because it's like so unnormal to say stuff like that. But sometimes you just have to sacrifice that. It's so weird, and I can't even explain why, and you won't get this feeling because until you've tried being the guy who's invited to the party, you will always envy the people that get invited, and you'll be like wishing that they just invite you that one time. But then when you come there, you realize that a party, it's not even that cool. Like, it's not that fun. It's like, first few times, oh yeah, it's quite cool, but then it's just like meh. And so I'm not even trolling. What I did was I stayed home yesterday. I went to the gym when I came home from school. I worked on the video. I learned some stuff. I just sat there, went to bed at 9 p.m. I slept in a bit because, waking up at 5 a.m., I need to get more sleep than that. So today I woke up at 7:30, which I could because I hadn't gone late to bed. And I just edited a whole video, like literally, and I've already been to the gym until 11 a.m. So sometimes you have, and this is not because I don't want to be with those friends. Definitely not. I would love to be with them. But it's just sometimes when you don't have that much time, you really need to have your priorities. Like, what is your main goal? Are you willing to sacrifice everything to get that one thing? Because if you don't want to do that, either you're going to take like a long time for you to get to that goal, or you're just never going to get it. I know this is a very weird story. I just wanted to share this with you because I think no people really talk about what happens after you learn how to be a normal human and speak to people and get invited to social shit, right? Like, no people talk about that. So it's kind of hard to imagine. I genuinely think my younger self, when he was introverted, I don't think he would understand me right now. Now it's more distraction. But yeah, maybe he shouldn't. Maybe he should just live through the same period as me and experience it on his own life and just see how it is. Because I'm gonna be honest, that's just the truth. Yeah, I'm not gonna yap anymore. I just wanted to come around, share this because I thought, yeah, I don't even know. This channel is literally so random. I just come around and talk about shit, and I've nothing planned. It's just doom like that. But yeah, it's quite nice, Hope you liked the video. That's it. Bye.